Hey guys, I want to update on Austin's communication as of now. So, he didn't talk to me all day yesterday. At all. And he's barely talked to me today. So, as you can say, it's worse than before. It really is. It's been pretty bad. And, I understand it's a 14-hour difference and everything. And that he's probably in bed right now. But well, right now here it's 11:22, and it's 12:22 p.m. there. So he's most likely still at work or something. But he still hasn't really texted me all day, which is honestly kind of unlike him. Um, Honestly, about my depression state right now, it's in the middle. It's not necessarily the best, honestly. But today, I was pretty much gone all day long. I've been up since 5:30 this morning, and I only ran on 4.5 sleep last night. So yeah, I went to the lake yesterday, and it was really fun. Got to go on the boat, go take a ride. It was great. But usually at the end of the day, I am depressed as hell. I don't know why. Usually, it really just hits me at night. So, and of course I have a flipped hair right now, but it's all right. Oops, sorry. But yeah, I've been trying to get Austin to work on his communication. Hasn't gotten us anywhere. We're pretty much still at square one with that. I've told him not once, not twice, but 3 times to fix it. He still hasn't done it. But pretty much, I've given up trying. I really have. There's no really a reason to reason with him. I can't. I can't deal with it because he's not putting in the effort to do it. The only thing he sent me this morning was streaks on Snapchat and a message, which only had one thing: an emoji, a kiss emoji. That was it. I mean, I was at Petland with a friend of mine from school. He texted me a little bit, not a whole lot. I mean, at least I heard from him. Gotta give it that. He works during the week, and he's off every weekend. Austin spends his weekend on his computer. He doesn't really talk to me. I'm guessing yesterday, when he didn't talk to me at all, pretty much it was it, it was it was it was Sunday night when I tried to talk to him. Well, for him, it was Sunday night. I really did not hear from him at all that day. I mean, yeah, I was at the lake all day. I honestly don't remember if I told him or not. But I'm stressed out at this point. I literally have almost everything done for me to go overseas. But it's just getting really, really hard. Like, literally. I don't know what more I can do, honestly. I've pretty much given up trying, honestly. It's kind of sad to say, but honestly, it's true. I just don't know what more I can do. Because I literally am doing so much right now. I got a lot on my own plate. Not so much him. Which, I don't know how many times I have to tell Austin, hey, you need to work on the communication thing. It's getting worse day by day. I don't know what more you want me to do because I try to text you, but you don't really keep in contact with me. And if I don't answer, you decide to call me. And when you don't answer, you don't do shit. I mean, it's honestly so freaking annoying. I never felt so aggravated in my life, honestly. Over one simple little thing. And it's communication. Why is it so freaking tough to do that? He needs to realize I'm always a text away. Yeah, I'm not on my phone as much as I usually am. Because I'm usually on my phone for long periods of time a day. And sometimes I'm actually on my phone at work. But I pretty much got in trouble at work for being on my phone and letting someone walk out with a $500 trimmer. Whatever. And if I lose my job, so be it. I have a backup job in mind. But it has been really hard lately. Austin and I are kind of in a weird state right now. I don't know what it is. It's not really a rocky state, but we're not necessarily on good terms right now. He may think we are, but personally, I don't think we are. Because I don't know how many times I have to point it out that he needs to work on his communication. The last paragraph I sent him telling him that he needs to work on his communication. But yet again, I do understand it's a 14-hour difference because it kind of makes it hard to. Because whenever I say something, he completely ignores it. He doesn't even acknowledge it. And then when I ask him, I'm like, did you hear me? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, then what did I say? And he's like, I don't know. I'm like, that's right. You were not listening to me. Because one of my peeves is being ignored. I can't stand being ignored. If someone ignores me, we're going to have some major issues. Because I am not tolerating it. I dealt with it for almost 2 years, too long. 2 years. It'll actually be 2 years this month. I just really feel like Austin and I are going through a pretty rough patch right now. And partially he's the reason for my depression right now. Because he won't talk to me. Like, if he was talking to me during the day around 4 or 5 o'clock, it would make it, excuse me, about 4 or 5 in the morning. So, I don't know. It's just been rough. Probably not for him much, but me, definitely. It's been one of the hardest few days. The hardest week. I try to tell him that he needs to fix it. And he's like, oh, I'll fix it. And blah, blah, blah. And what does he do? He goes back to the same routine. Every weekend. Same routine. On his computer for hours at a time. And only getting up when he wants to go get something to eat or if he wants to go to the bathroom or something. Something that involves him having to move. Which is a little bit rare on the weekends. I mean, during the week, yeah, he moves around a lot. I mean, a lot. But, excuse me, being up at 5:30 in the morning does not help. But, like, he sent me a couple sentences, and after that, he just didn't say anything at all. He hasn't even read my message that I sent like 3 hours ago. While I was waiting to get my nails done, as you can see. Finally did something besides squares. I actually did oval shape this time. And it kind of feels weird to have oval shape because I never had oval shape before. But honestly, it feels a lot better than it did when I had the square. I've had the square every time. I've had the square every single time that I got my nails done professionally. When I buy them on my own, it's usually square anyway. But I can't have really, really long nails. Otherwise, it's just going to aggravate me. And I can't really do anything with long nails. Because I don't want to risk breaking them. So, that's why I keep them short. I mean, the first time I ever got them done, they were fairly long. They went out to about here. Like, literally right about, if my nail is on my nose, it's like it was from this, like, if it goes like that, I know that this is as long as my nostril right now, but it was like literally close to the middle of my nostril. Well, no, it was the full width of the bottom of my nose. I know I'm getting a little sidetracked here. But, yeah. It seems like that Austin is struggling to fix his communication. Like, he doesn't even put in the time to try to fix it. Which, I don't know why it's so difficult. All you have to do is talk to them. That's all you gotta do. But he makes it seem like it's a really difficult thing to do, which it's not. It's really not. I don't see why it's so hard for him. But I called the doctor today to schedule a physical. They said Monday through Thursdays at the small doctor's office that is like less than 10 minutes away from me. They accept walk-ins Monday through Thursdays. which I can do anytime. Because, well, tomorrow I can't do it. I have to work 12:30 to 9:30. And then on Thursday I work 3 to 8:30. Which, that actually works a lot better for me. Because it'll give me a chance to do some stuff before I go to work. Because I work tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then I have Saturday and Sunday off. So I basically have the whole weekend off. So that at that point it makes me think maybe I should have Austin work on his communication this weekend. He's probably gonna flip out on me for doing that, but I barely talked to him this week. I don't even remember the last time I heard from him. I think the last time I heard from him was Saturday when we talked on the phone. We only talked on the phone for less than an hour. And he was still on his games, like always. I don't know how he does not get bored from his games. Honestly, I don't. But I really believe he should take a break from it. Because he plays on it every weekend. I even pointed it out to him on Saturday night. And I said, you're on your computer too much. He's like, no, I'm not. I'm like, on the weekends, you are. Every time I ask you on the weekends what you're doing, and you always say the same damn thing. Either playing Wizard 101 or something Recon or whatever the hell it is. I don't know computer games. He wanted me to start playing Wizard 101, but I'm not really into it. And he's like, I got you all this stuff and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, I know you did, but you were trying to get me into a game that I'm not interested in. It's not with my own interest. It's with his interest, not mine. He thinks everything that he does will somehow get me interested in it. No. Austin and I are actually pretty different. I mean, yes, we like a lot of the same things, and we like to sometimes do the same things, but not all the time. Computer games is one of them that I don't want to be a part of. I honestly try to stay away from computers. I mean, yes, I have a laptop of my own. Yeah, it's on the floor right now. But I'm not really on it. I have my phone. It's just driving me absolutely bonkers. That he tries to push me to play something on the computer that I don't want to play. I don't know how that works. He is having a really hard time. It really seems like it. That he won't bother to ask me how I feel about the game before being extremely pushy for me to download that game. But I listened to him saying, whatever, it's just a game. But it's not as interesting as you think. Wizard 101. I've seen so many advertisements about it. But I just didn't want to play. I just think it's a waste of time. Honestly. And I honestly think it does. It does waste time. It's not really something that I'm interested in. I'm not a video game person. I'm not a computer game person. I'm more attached to my phone. My phone more than anything. Because all I ever do every day is wait for a text from him. Even if it's just one simple word. He could at least keep in contact with me, which he won't. So, pretty much, I'm just going to let him do his own thing, and he'll have to let me do mine. The only way he'll possibly talk to me is if I send a picture. but sometimes he just opens it and doesn't reply. He claims that he responds back and he doesn't check if it's sent or not. Come to find out that it didn't send, which I think that's a lot of bull right there. I know he's shitting me right there. I'm just tired of it. Like, he thinks he's trying to make this marriage work. It takes two, not one. Two. And, I mean, I'm not saying it has been a unhappy marriage, but it's not necessarily the happiest right now. It's been, like, literally up and down. Like, it's good for a few days, and then at the bottom of the week, usually, it gets pretty bad. And he thinks it's okay. It's not. It's not okay with me. Seriously, just take some time off your computer to talk to me instead. Because you never make any time for me anymore, like you used to. He used to put in so much time for me at the beginning of our relationship, and now look where it is now. I'm pretty much slim to none. I know I'm not the center of his attention. I don't want to be the center of his attention. The Marine Corps is. The Marine Corps is more of his center of attention because he's in it. Which I completely understand, but I honestly wish he would just tell me instead of reading my message and not respond. It's frustrating. And then having to play on his computer and not even check his phone. He literally never checks his phone. Ever. The only time he checks his phone is if he's checking the time or if he's looking up something. Okay, whatever. Forget about me then. Like, he tends to forget about me. He forgets me quite a bit. I don't know what's up with that. But like I said, I don't really think it's okay. It's really not. It's really not funny. At first, I thought of like, oh, he's not responding, he's busy. I mean, I know it's kind of that way right now, just since I have barely heard from him for the last couple days. But, I just appreciate, say, like, if he just texts me in the morning when in the afternoon when he wakes up and say, hey, I have a busy day ahead of me, I'll text you when I can. What kind of guy does not tell their wife or their girlfriend that they're going to be busy for the day? Like, literally none. No guy ever tells their girl that they're busy. That makes them worry. It makes them fret. It's just, I don't know why it's so difficult for men to do that. Girls appreciate guys telling them that they're going to be busy for the day and not going to be really able to talk. Never once has Austin done that to me. He's never said, oh, I'm going to be busy for this day, so I'm not going to be able to talk. I would just simply say, okay, that's not a problem. I'll just talk to you later on. But he decides to be smooth and slick and just avoid it. See, Austin tries to avoid confrontation. He always has been. Every time I would try to confront him on something, he would just try to avoid it. Or if I ask a question, either on Skype or when he calls me on Facebook Messenger, and I ask him a question, he doesn't respond, and then after that I get upset and say, "Are you even listening?" He's like, "Yes," and I say, "Well, then, if you were listening what I was saying, then what did I say?" And he's like, "I don't know." Like, yeah, you weren't listening. You don't claim something that you know is a lie. Because he literally never listens to me. Not even when I ask him a simple question, he just literally ignores me. People don't realize how annoying that really is. So, it's getting ridiculous. I am sick and tired of it. I'm pretty much at my last straw right now with him. I'm losing my patience. The sooner I get out there, the better, because I am not dealing with this anymore than I already have to. Because I've dealt with it for too long. Even at the beginning of a relationship, he played it on his Xbox a lot. Him and his brothers shared it. And then now, he bought a new computer, like, in March, I think. And he's been literally obsessed with it ever since. Like, why can't you just obsess over me instead of that damn computer of yours? I mean, yeah, I can't keep all the attention to myself. He has to pay attention to other people too. He never contacts his family out of all people. He never contacts his family unless they ask him to. That's pretty sad. Austin doesn't necessarily want anything to do with his mom right now because she got back together with his stepdad. And Austin hates them. All the three of them hate them for that. Well, that will be another story for another day. I'm going to conclude my video for the night. I know my topics were all over the place, and I apologize. Just, I needed some stuff to get off my chest. So, I'll try to talk to you guys as soon as I possibly can. And I'll see you guys soon. Later.